This recipe is little baby lobster tails and shrimps in a cream sauce with shallots and other goodies and mushrooms, sun-dried tomato, and always use the shrimps with the shell on. And if you're making something like this where you don't need the shell, because sometimes you cook it with the shell, then you take the shell, why waste that flavor, and put a cup of white wine right there, and then cook this and you'll see all the flavor that comes out of it. Then we'll reduce it down and save it and put it into the sauce. Now the other item, these little baby lobster tails, I never saw them this small, so I said let me buy some. You take a scissor and you snip them right across the shell, not the meat. Then you spread this and lift this up and put it on top of the shell as if it was a full-size lobster tail for be broiling. This is going to be sauteed in the cream and get all the flavor out of it, just like the shrimps. Now the shrimps, these are 1620, like I said, shell on. These are a nice size to use for quite a few things. I wouldn't use them in like a gumbo because they're a little bit too large. So cut them like this. If you ever had shrimps with broccoli, this is what they do in the Chinese restaurant. They cut them down like this, so they curl around like this and look very nice and cook a little faster. We're going to wash the vein out. So you do that to the shrimps. Here we have 1 vial of saffron. You see how big it is next to my finger? Now, you want to get the most flavor out of this. Maybe I should have removed the tape that was on it. You just can't mince it up, and you surely don't want to throw it in whole like that. What you do is you take it with the shallots and the garlic and mince it up. The flavor will be stronger because the threads will be minced up. So you do that for about a minute and you're ready to go with that. I'm going to garnish this with carrots, julienne. I picked up this nice little tool. Probably you know about it, maybe you don't. This makes the julienne of carrots. If you don't have a mandolin, this is a great inexpensive item to use. Just run it along the carrot and this is what you get. Now we have everything ready. The sun-dried tomatoes, the mushrooms, the shallots with the saffron, the carrots are last minute. And we have some butter here. When you're cooking with cream, I only use butter. And there's the reduced liquid from the shrimp. That smells good. So we have to season the shrimps. I'm sauteing them in butter with flour. I'm not going to do that with the lobster tails. I'm just going to put them in towards the end. They will cook very quickly, just like the shrimps. Let's put some salt and pepper mix on there. And you can taste it because it's seafood. Not like as if it was a piece of chicken, you wouldn't taste it. That tastes seasoned. Put that in the flour. Get the butter. Oh, I always save butter like that. And I'm putting in a few tablespoons. And then we shake up the shrimps. Now you don't have to use the flour, but what this is going to do, it's going to thicken up the sauce quickly. But you don't have to have a thick sauce. But I want to have it like that. So we're putting this in there. And we are putting the shallots, everything, except the scallions. Quickly get them in there, shaking. You don't need excessive amounts of flour. Raise the flame. Get the mushrooms in there. And put in sun-dried tomatoes too. It's on a high flame. When the shallots are minced up this fine, takes no time to cook. Same thing with the mushrooms. And those lobster tails will cook even faster because that meat is extremely thin. So I'm having broccoli with this. I put the broccoli in the microwave in a plastic bag. It's so easy to cook like that. Put the white wine with the shells. And the heavy cream is going to go in there. Just have everything ready like I did. It makes life simpler. And the sun-dried tomatoes might give it a little pinky look about it, along with the saffron. I'm smelling the saffron right now. I'm just going to taste a little bit. That'll tell. Oh. Heavy cream is the best thing to use if you don't have the stock to go with the item, because it picks up the flavor of whatever it is. Veal, chicken, anything. This will take another minute and then we're done. I'm serving this with broccoli and jasmine rice, which happened to be sitting right there, double boiled and cooked for a few hours. Good idea to do it like that. Cook the rice ahead of time or anything else and then you just double boil it. You're not going to burn it, and it's ready when you need it. We are very particular that we don't overcook seafood in this house, and so should everybody else. Now I'm going to taste it one more time, and if it needs more salt, I will add it immediately. Just a little bit more. It has to have the salt brings out the flavor of everything. And this is my salt and pepper mix. Sea salt with black pepper. And we are going to shut this off and then present it somehow right after we put the carrots. And that's it. Off. Everything is off. I like the carrots, they're giving color. Now let me get this together now. And there we have my finished plate. Now I have to sit down and enjoy this with my wife. This is for 2 people. Enjoy.